So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do a realistic mockup in Canva. I did have a request for this. Now, most of my mockups are not a quote unquote like a realistic mockup. It is more of a drag and drop situation. But if you're wanting the realistic ones, there are two different ways that you can get that, right? So you can go to canva.com/mockups and they have a ton of different drag and drop lifestyle mockups ready for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this one up. Now, what you would have to do is you would have to go in. Some of these are allowed with free, some of them you have to do as a paid pro feature. And I'm just going to bring in this purple checkered to use this as like a design. And I have one right there. So I'm going to select next, and then you can click adjust image here. And that's when you go in and you drag your image to make it fit and you save. And then it completely expands it. You have shadows here. And this is Canva's extra library, is what I like to think of it as. A lot of these are not available in the other one. So I'll show you how to get to the other way and you guys can compare and contrast. They may be available in this one now, but they weren't the last time I used this. So if you go to elements and you scroll all the way down, you have mockups here too. And one of these, we're just going to do a mug. So let's go home and living. And let's just do, let's do this one because this one has some shadows there, right? So we're going to drag and drop this. And then it says just to drag and drop an image. So I'm going to go to my uploads and drag and drop my pattern in. So that's going to swap out, but it still has that textured look for the realistic look. Now let's do, I've got a t-shirt design here. So let's do a t-shirt one. Let's go elements. Let's go to a apparel and we'll do this one. Ooh, I want this one. The one I have is not, I mean, technically it's football, but it's like American football. Um, but we'll go ahead and do that. So then go to uploads and then you drag and drop into the square and it will go ahead and throw it in there. It does all the contours and all the things. And then you can go here to edit, right? And then you can kind of move it around, or if I wanted it tinier so that I make sure it fits, and then apply the changes there. And you'll see the changes live here. So those are the two ways that I know of to get the actual realistic look that most people like with Canva without doing like a flat file and drag and drop them that way. Because if you do one to where, and I don't have one loaded in right now, but if you do one right here to where we go to, let's get out of mockups and then just go t-shirt. So let's go shirt flat lay. And we'll just do this one. So if you do it this way and you add your design, you can reduce your transparency a little bit. But other than that, there's not really much that you can do to make this look realistic if you're not using the ones I already have for you. So that would just be my recommendation. If you're wanting something that is completely lifelike, then I would see they have the mockups tab right here when I search for the shirt flat lay. And these are all Canvas. So let me get one that's a little bit closer up. Let me see. So see, this one is the flat lay. Let me just delete that one. And it's like a half one, right? Like it's not a full t-shirt mock-up there. So if I drag and drop into this one, it's going to show the design starting down here. And then I would go edit, maybe do something like that, apply changes. But that's just a half t-shirt. but it automatically does all the things to make it look like it's actually on the shirt. And this just looks so much better than the other way. So once again, you can go to your elements here. And then once you go to elements, let me get out of the search. It'll just show your categories down here, and you go all the way down and you see the mockups. And that is where I would use the realistic ones if you're able, or you can go to canva.com/mockups. You can use them here. They have some free or some paid. And then all you would do is download the photo. So I'll show this one more time. Go ahead and do the pattern. It has applied the pattern, but you see how it looks like that's a real pillow. And then you just click Save Mockup. And that one will just download it as a PNG on your computer. And then if you have a setting to where you want to come in and add text and all the things, you can use it in a design or you can download it that way. So I hope that this helped give you a little bit more clarification, but those are the two ways that I would do it in Canva. And then you can always do, just for simplicity and quickness, if you're wanting to do just drag and drop a ton of files, I would do the flat lay, just drop the transparency a little bit, but not too much to where the colors are affected.